Hello, welcome to Steve's Retro Loft. Today I'm going to take a look at another failure. Not actually a failure of a product, but a product that actually probably failed to sell. Welcome to Nintendo's lesser known handheld, the Pokemon Mini. For those that have never seen a Pokemon Mini before, what is it? Well, it's the smallest game system with interchangeable cartridges that Nintendo ever produced. Weighing just over 71 grams, it was released in North America in November 2001, a couple of days before the GameCube was released, and then in Japan in December 2001. Europe was slightly delayed, it was March in 2002. The systems themselves were released in three colours, blue, green and purple. The Pokemon Mini includes a real-time clock, an infrared port for multiplayer gaming, and a switch for detecting shakes, and a motor for some sort of force feedback. The device came with an 8-bit CPU and a very tiny 96x64 pixel monochrome LCD screen. Had a little bit about 4K of BIOS and 4K of internal RAM, and yeah, that's about it really. The rundown of the technical information, you don't need to know too much about it. The actual device was powered by one AAA battery. As you can see, the cartridge is quite small, just a little bit bigger than a standard SD card. Pokemon itself had that little catchphrase, gotta get them all. And if you want to get all the games for the UK region, or the European region, yeah, it's quite simple. There was only 5, and they're here in front of you. The one in the middle is Pokemon Mini Party, and that typically came with the machine. In the US, only 4 games were released. Tetris wasn't released over there, and in Japan there was 10. There's a few more that aren't listed there. There's Pikachu Brothers, Pokemon Mini Breeder, Pokemon Mini Puzzle Collection Volume 2, Pokemon Race Mini, and Topegi's Great Adventure. So there you go, there's a few extra games. I do have a couple of the Japanese games, but I'm just looking at the European games for the time being. And also I'm going to concentrate on Tetris, because I think it's one of the best versions of Tetris. It's nice, it's small, and it's very, very simple. Actually, this is a small leaflet that was inside the box for the Pokemon Mini console. It shows only 3 other games. The omission, obviously, is Pokemon Mini Tetris. I don't quite know why. I can't be too sure if it ever got an official UK release. Obviously, the person I bought it was from the Netherlands, so I know it came out in mainland Europe, but I never saw it. To be fair, it wasn't a big seller, so yeah, maybe I missed it. It must be something that passed us by. As you can see, this is Tetris. Most people, I'm sure, will have heard of Tetris or seen Tetris, but yeah, I'm not going to go into it. But it's the Pokemon Mini version. The whole side of Pokemon about collecting things and picking up the various different characters really doesn't interest me, because I've never been a sort of big fan of it. But a lot of these consoles came on the market about 20 years ago when they were being discontinued, so therefore I picked a few up. Let's go for a standard game of Tetris. No messing around. Everyone knows what that's like. Sometimes, as I with Tetris, you just want the long pieces never fall into place. You never get them when you want them. Oh, and I messed that one up. So with this, if you whack the back of it, oh, it should. Sometimes it does. Okay, I'm not sure what's going wrong there. Anyway, there you go. The vibration there was kicking in as I picked up cleared those 4 lines. There you go. That's the Pokemon Mini and Pokemon Mini Tetris. As you can see with all old Nintendo consoles, and probably old consoles in general, there's a little bit of yellowing going on between all the devices. The one in the middle, the blue one, was one I've sort of recently taken out of a sort of semi-open packet that I had. Obviously the 2, the green and the blue on the outside, were ones that I'd previously opened and used in the past. They're not as bad as a yellowed Super Famicom, which does tend to look quite terrible once the sort of plastics have started to go. I don't think these sort of things will probably be that easy to retro-bright, so probably the best thing is just leave them as they are. That's it for another episode of Steve's Retro Loft. It was a quick look at the Pokemon Mini. As I said, it's an interesting little console, and it's quite an addictive little machine. It's a pity only sort of 10 games came out for it, but I guess it didn't sell well, so Nintendo didn't really support it, and it's probably cheap enough to make it almost throwaway. But there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you if you've been one of the recent subscribers, thanks to the success of my, relative success for me, of the ZX81 video. I'm not sure what happened. YouTube seemed to go a little bit bonkers, but if you like more of these type of videos, and I don't do them every week, I'll try and do them as often as I can, but if you want to like, subscribe, and whatever, make any comments, let me know. But until next time, see you soon. Bye bye.